practicing my portraits tonight. I have a few. I think I'm going to do Salvador Dali. I've got like 4 different pieces of him I'm going to do. You recognize that guy with the mustache? That's him there. So, I'm going to use face as a model. And I'm going to use burnt sienna. I'm going to use burnt sienna to sketch them out. How's everybody doing today? I'm finally done. You know, with everything going on today. It's 6:30 in the evening, and I'm finally done, and I am like caught up. I guess it could go a little low here. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's do Dolly here. I'm really trying to get these portraits done. Trying to get used to them is basically what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm going to do the hair yet. But there we go. There's the face. We'll put in a rough idea of his eyebrows and stuff here. His nose. I think that needs to go higher. Pretty close. I think I got close there. So I'll shadow up here. Pretty much this side of his face is in the shadow here, all along here. All right, there's one down. It's Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the likes already. Let me get another picture. I'm actually going to put, this picture doesn't have his, the mustache. He used his mustache, the one I like, where it goes up like this. But this picture doesn't have it, but I'm going to put it in. That way we know who. See, there's no, he's got a mustache, but it's not the handlebar one. Here's another shot of him. He's older. We'll do that over here on this side now. It's kind of a 3/4 face is a little turned more than this one, so this is an older version of him here. I'm just going to hope I have it all correct here. He didn't really have much hair up top there. He studied art in Spain, I believe. I kind of watched a little documentary about him. Very interesting character. He's got some funny lips here. He's got his mouth kind of open here. I don't know how much I'm going to paint him. Getting some sharp pains from, holding the brush so long. I guess I need to switch my grip to like this. Maybe that'll help. Doesn't seem to be working. Very cool. I like this one better. So I like how I, you know, kind of made everything kind of more straight. You know what I mean? As far as the sketch, what I mean. Well, I guess I'll paint those two right now, and then I'll sketch two more. Maybe I'll do two girls down here. Maybe there's a famous, let's see who we got in here today. If you guys want me to do a landscape, let me know. Hey, thank you, Pamela. Tacoma, Washington. I could do, I like Tacoma. I mean, I've gone down there before. I'm right up above you in Seattle. I did see, sometimes I go on Craigslist in the art section, and people have old paintings on there, old landscapes, and I kind of look at them to get ideas. And there was one I got today of Mount Rainier. Let me show you. I just took a screenshot of it. Old painting. Somebody did Mount Rainier down there. Isn't that cool? And then somebody did, I kind of like this one. It's a pond. I like the reason I got it because these flowers up front. I got to start doing this in my foreground, you know, putting a little more detail up front. Back here, you don't have to have much detail, but up here in the front, you want to put like of little flowers and stuff. Anyway, that's I do that because on Craigslist there's always a lot of Alright, I'm going to do this one first. A lot of cool paintings on there, Craigslist. Those paintings are from like 1920. You know, artists never really made it famous, but those people are, they're only asking like $50 for an original oil painting from 100 years ago. All right, I'm going to start with his nose. I'm going to make it really light because the light is hitting mostly right here. I'll hit all the, I'll go through and hit all the light areas right now that I can see. I usually don't do that, but we'll do something different today. I want a little ochre color up there. It, it kind of throws it off a little, but it's kind of something Rembrandt. He didn't even really, there's some artists that don't even use red. It's all yellow ochre and white and browns in their facial colors. But I used the orange one. You mix orange and then you get white to get this light color and a little black to get the shadow color, which is fairly dark. I'll show you right now for the shadows. Uh, how I got this brown was just I added black to the orange color. Try to be loose tonight. Let me put his eyes in right now. His eyes are, I'm pretty sure they're almost black looking. We'll try them right there. I didn't measure anything out. I'm trying to do this with just my eye, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this eye in real quick. Should have used brown, but that's all right. Do, 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 do. This is kind of like a mid-tone color here. This should be dark here. I think I'm going to try the orange color. I'm going to use orange for the shadow up here. It look like a Rembrandt type painting. I hope. Everybody left. Is this type of art boring? I think it is, but I'll do a landscape here in a little bit. I think the landscapes are a little more exciting. The art is arting, yeah. There you go. Awesome. Somebody asked me yesterday if what I thought was more important, the technique or the finished product, but I'm kind of like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I think I said more about the finished product, but you can't really have a piece of art without having a little bit of technique, you know. Because if you say that the final product is more important than the technique of getting the art done, then you wouldn't have any problem with AI creating all the artwork in the world now. Because, you know, AI can spit out masterpieces in 10 seconds. It's not copying anybody. It's creating new stuff. But all information comes from pre-existent knowledge. So, I mean, you gotta learn from somebody. This kind of style here, I like Da Vinci, uh, the way he sketched out all his colors, the way he sketched out his images. Like those over there that aren't done yet, those are Da Vinci inspired sketches there. All right. I'll use the orange for the shadow here. Ah, my wrist, my muscles are starting to hurt right here because I paint every day. So, with that said, I got something about it here. Alright, this is a little bit in this, but I put so much black up there, it's going to turn it gray. I'm trying to get to the point where I don't want to like draw the eyes in, you know. So I just wiped it with the black across here. And I'm not really trying to make it look like him exactly. I'm just practicing my color, because otherwise I would have really sketched it out and measured everything out. But whoops, made that light a little too big there. Let's put the mustache in now, maybe help it look like Dolly. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. His lip kind of comes swooping. I forgot to put my gloves on. All my brush handles, you know, you get oil on them and then it gets all over your hands. Thanks for watching, guys. I gotta zoom into the eyes because I'm missing the eyelid here. This is a little lower. That's That's alright. I kind of made eyebrow a little higher than it should be. Alright, ready to move on to the other one here. Alright, well there's my version of them. I kind of like it. A little more loose than the next one. I'll show you what I mean. A little bit of this should have been lighter right here. Alright, it is what it is. Let's do the other one now. Thanks for all the likes. Alright, this one is this one. Dali. Salvador Dali. Alright, same thing. We'll start with nose here. Nice and light. This time we're going to use white on the eyes. I mean light pink. This is all shadow in here. You guys want me to do a landscape next? So I'm using a yellow ochre again here, but I put a little orange this time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I use a smaller brush this time in here. So it doesn't help. The problem with doing these is, I mean, uh, I've watched a lot of people, you know, on how they do it, but then they make it look real easy, right? And then when you go to do it, it's kind of difficult. So I think the more you practice, I mean, then your technique will come out. You'll get your own style. You know, painting is kind of like a signature. Like I'm looking at that eye right now here. That looks pretty good in the can. It's a little sloppy, but I mean, you can tell it's. I kind of like the artwork, you know. I wasn't really happy the way I did it, but